Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Waiting for guys to join. How are you guys? How are you guys? Guys, where are you? Hello, guys. Hello. Hello. Okay. Huh? Nataka nianze sasa hivi. Huh? Not meant for children. Yes, hello guys, hello guys. If you can hear my voice and if I'm audible enough, could you please show me by the raise of your hands or just comment loud and clear? Hello, 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 guys. I'm here. Hello, guys. How are you? Waiting for guests. Yes, everything. Yeah. Toy. Hi. Hello, guys. Okay. Hello, guys.
Yes, I.
Am I audible
Blessing.
enough?
Sure.
Reading podcast. How are you?
Everything blessed. How about
I cannot
yourself?
hear you. You are. Yeah.
Everything blessed. How about yourself?
Reading podcast. There is no sound on your side.
Hmm.
There's no sound on your side. Reading podcast.
I'm not really sure what it is, but I am
Hello.
hearing you loud and clear.
Hello, guys. Today we are supposed to go live. The Real Things podcast has just, I think he's just gone out just to set his mic because we couldn't get her voice. Hello, Gabari. Gabari, hello, how are you? I hope I'm loud and clear. If I'm loud and clear, could you please let me know? Gabari, are you able to hear me so well, so loud? Hello. Gabari, are you able to get me and hear me so well? Hello. Hello. Hello, guys. Yes, hello.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm
Now
not
I
sure
can
if you
get
hear me now. Okay,
now
okay.
now I can get
You
it so
know,
well, so well,
you,
so well.
you know how these technology things work. So,
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Let me give shout out for those who are appearing on the screen. Hello,
hmm
Gabari. Uh, Gabari is saying that I'm loud and clear.
right,
Miss
right.
Kati also is saying hello, Zach, which means I'm clear. Gabari with affirmation, yes, Zach, you are clear. My connection is it's delaying me. I get you, I get you, I get you. Maybe the system itself is overloaded. Yes, we are very clear. We are good to go. Mm, how have you been? How have you been reading podcast?
Quite easy. You know, it's a family day. It's
Sure,
mostly
sure, sure,
chill. And
sure, sure,
happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you. I don't know. Moses probably having too much fun.
sure, sure. I understand. Happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Moses probably having too much fun, so he can't. He's
I
unable to make it now yet.
he always joins late. He always joins late. So I hope he will catch up with us in the due course.
Right, right. Hi, Erica. Big up yourself.
Eric, Erica is saying hello, Zach and Relating Podcast. We are fine. Erica, we are waiting Mora. We are waiting Brenda. We are waiting for Moz. I don't know. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
even
I don't know.
sure.
I don't know.
At this point. At this
Yes.
point, I'm not sure about Brenda. I haven't heard anything from Brenda. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
So
I don't think
maybe,
she's
maybe.
in the
hmm
setting. So we could probably proceed.
hmm So how has been your week? How has been your week?
Uh chaotic in some parts. Believe me, you know, nerve wracking, chaotic, and all the above.
It's Mora. How are you?
I'm good, Zach. How are you?
Um,
Oriti and
uh,
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Yeah, Real Thing Podcast. You're talking.
I think there's an echo on Mora's behalf. Maybe it's the television or something. But yeah, I was just saying that for me my week was basically, you know, full of life. Full of life. You know, on some days I had to go like live like twice. It was pretty busy, but it is what it is. What you're saying, a day in the day of a life of a content creator.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah,
It's Mora. How have you been? How has been your week?
I've been good,
that's true.
and my week can't complain.
hmm
Everything is good. Everything is blessed. I'm still in your lines, the real things. Everything's blessed.
Very nice. Very nice. So on that note, let me also take this opportunity to say hi to Erika. Erika is saying hello, Zach, a Real Thing Podcast. Okay, I think we are reacted on that. Also, there is Bless Chan. How are you, Bless Chan? He's saying hi, everyone. Hope you are fine and doing well. So I think without further ado, let's just dive in straight away because we had the 4 point agenda to discuss. Then this live shall only take 1 hour. Then we shall close it. That one shall mark the end of business today. So a lot has happened. A lot have happened, and others are still continue happening. Others are so ridiculous. Others can say they are just but mystery. I don't know. We're just waiting for miracles to happen, or may God Himself should consider sending a miracle to salvage the situation itself. Now, be as that may, the first question and the first issue or an item that we need to discuss It's about the Christmas list saga with the Trinidadian authority. So when I speak about the Christmas list saga, we all know and we've been treated to back and forth issue. Some kind of freedom that was being seemed, yet is freedom very far. Secondly, what is now the issue with the media and with the press, with the Trinidad? The reasons why I'm asking that just because I've been reacting about the Christmas list issues, but most of the time when I go through the content, I find the people who are living in Trinidad. Others are telling me, now you know, it's like kind of bragging, and now you know how the things go with the Trinidad. One told me again, now you know, and you still know, and you will get to know who owns the prize in Trinidad. So, what is really going on? So, when we are discussing this point, we need to extrapolate them into those two issues with the media, in relation to media, in relation to who owns media, how the police conduct itself, then to the end. Will this bring the end of this saga, or will Chris still stay longer in Trinidad? Or what's the way forward for Christmas list? Anyone can start.
So I don't know, Maury, you want to answer to that?
Okay, well, what I can say is that, first of all, we cannot know anything besides what we are being told by the media. So when somebody comes to say that, now you will know, and all this kind of stuff, we only go by what we learn from their press, be it the print press and electronic media and so forth. So from what I have seen is that, first of all, even with the media, there has been contradictory reports. Remember, there was this newspaper that said that he had been taken around to the gang areas, and yet that was not true. So there's so many things going on that we cannot quite lay our fingers on. But what we know, and especially what personally I rely on, is what Chris Musclis himself says. Because he is the one who is experiencing this whole thing. He's the one who's going through it. So whatever he says is what I truly believe. And as it is right now, I really feel like this whole thing, is really getting to him. Because when you saw him seated besides that, outside that church, and he was looking, lethargic, he was looking frail, and he was just looking tired. Because on Father's Day today, this guy expected to be with his family, his wife and 3 kids, and you can imagine the shock that he had, because he was so sure that he was going to be home, and now he has to spend another, what, like over a month, actually 2 months, because the whole of July, and then because the hearing is going to be what, at the end of August, right? So you can imagine the kind of shock this man has, and I can only really sympathize with him. But at this moment, I just pray that everything goes well, because it is really sad, you know. And so I think the only thing, and something else, guys, I really don't know. Do you think, like, him discussing this whole issue, these interviews that he's having and everything, do you think it's really going to affect this whole case? Or do you even think that that is what actually also affected, the ruling of the court on their last hearing? Because as it is, the court had already granted him, leave. And then all of a sudden, the U-turn, that's really questionable. That's what I can say at this point.
Okay, welcome, welcome. It's more welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yes. We were just on course. What we were discussing is about the saga of Christmas list.
Yeah,
Then
indeed.
we are just asking, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Then back and forth, the contradictory of media issues and information that Christmas list is lamenting that is being fabricated by the media. So, what is the role of media in Christmas list issues? And in as far as the behavior of the Trinidad police and the authority itself. So, as you still digest about it, I think the Real Thing podcast is next. Then we'll come back to you, Mr. Moss.
Okay,
So
cool.
Mora, you asked the question, do you think that him coming to his social media platform and, updating or enlightening his audience, if we think that that may play a role in the last decision that the courts made? No, no. I think I may be wrong. You guys could correct me, but I think somewhere along the lines they did indicate in the last hearing, prior to the one before this one, they did indicate that he should return on this particular date and submitted his passport. They did indicated that. So I really don't think, if you should listen to what others or a lot of other people saying, it's a lot of here and there, but I really stick to, what I think, like even what he says, what I think in my guts, what it should be. I don't really listen to the noise.
Sure, 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 sure. Then okay. I think Mr. Moss can take in.
Well, I see this in different perspective. To be honest, I've been look at this Christmas list case as a showcase. For me, it is a showcase that the Trinidad government, politicians, newspaper, police, and so forth, they are doing. They're showcasing Trinidad around the world, and is backfire to themselves. And every time, because there is a lot of corruption, and somebody is masqueraded, fell offended for a small thing or a petty stuff, they're going back between themselves and they keep these men going around, around, around. That is all about. The Trinidad government is gaining by keeping uh, Christmas list in with them
Mhm,
because uh, also there is a campaign out there of dismay with Christmas list is a frauder, is this, is so much now. So the Trinidad Tobago is washing their image of a bad status, say this is a criminal. We want portray it as bad, but unfortunately that has backfired to them big time. You see. So
mhm,
here you have two parallels. You have a parallel of a status trying to play an image on the world stage, and then we have internal politics, cheap, very cheap politics. The Trinidad Tobago politics that became so cheap that somebody want to get money somewhere, somehow.
mhm.
Yeah, that is my point of view.
Yeah,
Because
because
that does not make sense what the court is doing on
yeah,
legal
yeah,
terms. Yeah,
yeah.
does not make sense.
Because the reason why I was asking that question, because what really baffles me is that what the proceeding before the judge in the court, it was the bail hearing. The case itself has not yet started. Because the first one was for bail hearing, an application that an attorney for Christmas list applied. Therefore, the court granted a specific, and it was not a robust, but a specific and so punitive that a Christmas list can travel home, but not to Tobago, but stays within the Trinidad. then come home within 4 days and hand over the passports. Now, what media reported like the Christmas itself was granted the passport. Something that Christmas came and he said that this passport was not granted. It was just a pronouncement of the court that he could get. So that one will depend if Christmas wanted to go home. He would go and lodge the passport retrieval from the police, because now the police was the custodian of the passport. So he said he never did, and he never went to the police to pick the passport just because it was not making sense going home for 4 days. So within 72 hours to come back and Trinidad, then hand over the passport. That's why he decided to remain. Again, why it's now again not making sense? The second appearance, it has been so punitive again that now Christmas leave, going home itself has been nullified. You cannot go home. You stay in Trinidad, you cannot travel to Tobago, you cannot even travel anywhere. Then yet you are free. So the issue of media is the media has been the same way you are saying, Mr. Moz, that the media has been on a campaign, a smear campaign to paint a picture of Christmas to be a bad guy, to be the gang leader. It has backfired because the print media is owned by the state. And specifically, the state is the boss of the police, Mr. Hind. That's why my last video I did, somebody who's at Trinidad, most of the time, he's been even doing me mails with a lot of threats, with a lot of bravado. Now, yesterday, he told me, you don't know how the thing goes in Trinidad. That the laws in Trinidad are special laws for Trinidad people. The Trinidad people are for themselves. Are you there? He said, I wish you knew who owns the media, that Christmas list it's like setting himself for failure. The more he appears on those media, because the media is owned by this guy, the boss of the police, Mr. Hind. Are you there? Yes, however much they're complaining that Trinidad police is independent, but there is a game that they're trying to portray. That's why you see media all over, they want to reach Christmas list. Are you there? That's why Christmas said he believed there are hidden power that might be in Trinidad authority who wants to test how far he can live. He felt threatened. The moment he was released for the first bail, the media put Christmas listeners in the front line, published where Christmas list was going to stay with an attorney to the public, which means it's like they were advertising and letting people know where Christmas is, such that whoever who wants to hit will go directly where to find Christmas list to hit.
Wow.
Yes.
Can I bring something to the table before I forget, because I keep slipping in and out. The kids are here, they distract you sometimes. One thing I want to say to you guys that is puzzling me, and I want to ask if this is right. Do you guys remember when he was brought before the court in the first time, and he came out and said that the case was later pushed back due to, I think, I cannot remember his exact words. I think it's due to it's not lack of evidence, but they were unable to provide the files. They were not having enough information. The files were not completed or something. And this is the same thing again that was brought up. It was brought up again in this second one, as I read somewhere, that the files are not completed. He was even ridiculing, like laughing and saying that, this is ridiculous. When he came out and he said, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's pushed back. The hearing is pushed back and it's postponed until maybe later one something in the day because they wanted to locate some information. No, the same game has played again on the second round. Let me tell you, from like not like my own personal experience, but what I've seen happen like in Jamaica, whenever these things keep coming up, keep popping up, um, in cases, eventually they get thrown out. But like with the severity of this case, I don't know what to say. Do you think there's a chance that they can keep doing this monkey dance until do this monkey dance until you hear no more of this case? You think something like this can happen?
Well, I don't know if I can come in or Mora
Sure.
wanna come. Mora, when you wanna come?
No, you go ahead, Mos.
Well, you don't need to puzzle yourselves too much with this case of Christmas list. And this life, there is a foreign office, the Foreign Office Affair Business of the government of Trinidad Tobago. Listen, there is the authorities. Is somebody here? I was looking the IPs. Listen,
Raise your voice.
somebody.
Raise your voice. Some volume, Mose.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is government.
I, Mr. Hind has
I think.
disappeared with Mr. Moz. Mr. Hind, what's the problem, Mr. Hind? Okay, Mora, you can come in.
Well, the whole thing is really puzzling. I really hope they don't do that, the Real Things podcast, because that can be a real shame, you know. And it's funny how the same thing done in two different locations can actually have a totally different outcome. Like,
Mhm.
in Belize, this guy was actually a hero, and now in Trinidad, he's a villain. Because they used his videos, the same things that he did, and it actually worked positively for this other place. But on this other side, it's really turning out to be something else. And like for me, I initially thought that this was just a small thing that's will just be ironed out, and everything will be okay. Just some clarification to be made, but it's really turning out to be something else.
I'm reading the
Um,
comments. I'm reading the comments, and I wanted to address this one, Zach. The second to
Mhm.
last, the one that you just highlighted, the same one that you just highlighted. Can you read through that?
Let me check it. Let me check it. Let me check it. It say it might also be that Trinidad is sending a message to other YouTubers that your content about
Mm,
it should be limited.
no, not that one. Second to
Or
last, I think you're probably so. It says Trinidad and Tobago is a country of laws. On the other
this one
hand,
there.
you can't.
Mm,
Yes, that one.
mhm,
You want to
mm.
read it?
Let me say. I can get it. So he said, Trinidad and Tobago is a country of laws. On the other hand, you can't go around blaming or complaining about the government as a visitor with an opposition lawyer. Come on, people. That's why I'm saying this one is politic. It was a political ploy to have
Right.
Christmas List being arrested. Are you there? Because what Christmas List did to show the world the reality, and that's how the opposition people behave. So the government seems or deems
mhm.
see Christmas List as an opposition. That's why the government is arresting Christmas List, just because on the basis because the opposition is meant to highlight the government shortfalls and the government limited services. So political ploy to have Christmas List being arrested. So the Christmas List is fighting a political war. The Sedition Act was just thrown here by the police just to cover for a cover up, but it is a political war because you find there is a groundswell substantially to believe in Trinidad and Tobago who are supporting Christmas List, and these people are believed to be the member of opposition. That's why you see Christmas List is walking along the street. Then Christmas List is being approached majority by the member, those who speak truth to the power, that Christmas List considers suing the government consider suing the state, and this is what the government doesn't want to hear. So it was a political ploy. Are you there? So what am I wondering with this kind of a comment? What I'm wondering with this kind of comment, I don't know if there is democracy in Trinidad. So the rule of law, if Trinidad is being governed with the principle of democracy, therefore, therefore, how the government and the authority of Trinidad is behaving with the Christmas list, it's like they're negating the very same principles of the rule of law going forward. So, which means maybe it is not, maybe it is, unless Trinidad it is a monarch state. Therefore, we can say it's being ruled by the king, so to speaking.
No,
Hey,
I've had run-ins already with like officers investigating an accident or two that I used to work for a car company, right? And the one that works, I'm saying all of this to get back to what I was saying prior, right? The one
Yeah.
that came on the scene, the one that was on the scene to investigate and do the reporting would probably misplace the file, and another one comes in the morning, and I would go to the front desk and request, you know, a copy of the file or request something. When you hear from the show, none of the officers there are able to lay hands on that file. So maybe that probably can be playing a part in what they were saying, why the hearing was pushed back to the one something, because they cannot find the document. Or maybe it's just a case of I know where he puts his stuff, so I'm gonna remove it because this is not, this can't go so, because they're doing injustice. Can you remember at some point, Chris was even saying that, people that work, like who works for the government was saying, keep up the good fight because you're doing the right thing.
Sure.
So not because you're an officer means that every other officer has to be in favor of what the heck you're doing. There are others
Mhm.
that will grumble because you're doing nonsense. And many times you'll watch like like things, see like YouTube videos with police reprimanding, even in Jamaica the other day, like it was one with a traffic stop, and the officer was actually putting his hand on his hip because the driver of the vehicle that was stopped was giving bad mouthing him in a way, like arguing back and said, no, you don't have to, you don't need this because I've done nothing wrong. I've shown you my documents. What is your problem? I need to go. And he was putting his hand on his hip to do what? If the man drive off, he would have shot him. So the other officer that was there with him was reprimanding him and telling him, no, you can't do this. What are you, what are you doing? What are you doing? So somebody in the traffic was actually filming them. And this goes to show that sometimes you have people in the force that will do corruption, and others are actually unlooking, and they will mess you up because they know that what you're doing is wrong. So hence you may find stuff missing or stuff. I'm just basically, right now just doing guesswork based on real life scenarios. But I'm just saying, I'm not really implying anything. This could be some of the problems
I can
because
come in.
even on the street. Oh, hi, you're back.
Yeah, yeah,
my yeah,
yeah.
sure.
And anyway, there is two things here. Yeah, there is no much things here to talk. Only there is two things: bad politics and try to project Trinidad Tobago on the international stage, and somebody try to get money internal. That is. One of the things I want to call to your attention, Trinidad Tobago is on the route of drugs dealing, the road of drugging, like Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, and so forth. So Christmas list comes in the perfect storm where they want to distract what's going back on those routes. of the drug dealers and so forth, and that they want to just make an example, and that it send a message, international message, that the country is safe, stable, is democratic, everything, the institutions are working. What is not true is not democracy there. You are giving an example about policing or so forth. So what we saw here, project on the media, on YouTube and whatever, is a failure. Is a failure. There is no case against Christmas list. Christmas list as confessed in camera what it does. There is so many videos of Christmas list going around the world. Is not inciting. Is asking why. That is a bonus for the government. The government of Trinidad and Tobago should learn from these YouTube content creator. If I can access to those gangs, what about you, the government? Easily you also can access. So there is a misdialogue in the community in Trinidad and Tobago. There is a uh, reconciliation process in the society. They are divided themselves in groups. And their problems now they want to put all in Christmas list. That is, here is a failure of a country and a failure of politicians. Finish and clear. There is nothing else here. Christmas list should be left. So because of this business, dirty business they have behind the scenes, everybody's guessing something. Somebody's look at this, reading there, this is coming. No, this is a democracy. This is a that. Forget about a democracy. This process was finished long time. Content creation does not mean be criminal or terrorist. Otherwise, prove it. And the Trinidad Tobago government failed big time. Simple like that. They have to accept themselves. They're keeping a man that's gonna cost their relationship with Canada. Because the tourism people in Canada, they will say, you held our own brother just because you went and filmed and you want me come to your country spend my dollar? No. This is how economics work. And Trinidad Tobago is playing a very dirty game with Christmas list. That is simple and plain. But also there is a lesson here to learn from Christmas list is not all countries will be friendly to content creation.
Yeah, exactly.
This is one of the things for the YouTubers to learn. Not all countries will be friendly for content creation. We have a case of Marwa. Travel, I think, was in Dominican Republic. He was beaten for nothing, just for nothing, because they got him in the street. They did sympathize with him. He's a black person. They took him to the police station and they beat him for nothing, just to make him scary. But they didn't knew this is a guy firm in his own shoes. This is the same things happening here. So the Trinidad Tobago now authorities, they're in the limbo. There are two gangs. This basically shows you there is two gangs fighting for power, and they're using Primus list as an example, but they don't know the consequences what they're doing.
Uh, other
Yeah,
other 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 gang members were actually charged on that same with that same sedition, and they got off.
you see.
There were other gang members. Yes, that charge was brought up not so long ago, and they got off.
Here
So I
there
don't
is a
know. I don't know
game.
where this is
Here
gonna go.
Trinidad Tobago government is playing a game. And these people that here watching, listen the lives, listening videos, what it is saying, say this is a dirty game, but a dirty game that's gonna backfire for themselves. And then I'm gonna tell you something more. What I'm enjoying here is how Christmas list is going out there talking to people, and people come to him and say ABC, and those things, those people that say are the same things the courts and the police they are using. So on the first instance was not a crime. A crime is now.
Hmm. I get
The
you.
crime, yeah, the crime is now. Now they have this passport and everything. Now you see the real crime is the government projecting themselves. make up stories. Like you say, they publish that is a crime. What the government is there for? To protect. Government is not there to go against the law. So that
But really
tells
and
you,
truly,
yeah,
really and truly, no country likes a bad publicity, because even the UAE right now, I remember there was this frantic message about something that Brenda was doing. Is a content that she created about the flooding, and there was this frantic message I remember went across the screens
yeah, I came
about
also.
a right
She
to
was
take it
going to
down
jail.
because
Yeah,
you're right. So no country really likes bad publicity. So it's a huge risk that Chris, and he knows, taking a huge risk, you know, to publicize the dirt on any region, any country. So all in all, the way you spread your bed, you have to expect that that's how you're gonna lay on it. But it's sad in this case, it is what it is, and I guess he's come to realize it now that sometimes in life you have to leave room for a little disappointment,
For
or
sure.
leave room for disappointment. I'm
but
working
who is
with
the big
time.
loser? Who is the big loser here? Here is not the government of Canada the loser. Here is not the content creation or the YouTube whatever loser. Here, the losers here, the big time losers are the Trinidad Tobacco
Someone came to
institutions.
debate that. Someone came to debate that and stated clearly that Trinidad does not need. I saw it under somebody's comment. I don't know if it was Zach's video, and I think it was Zach's video, and they said
Yes.
Trinidad does not need you guys because they have money. They're rich. They have their oil, and they do not need you small YouTubers coming into their
Sure,
country to
sure.
give any bad publicity. But I think in this case, Chris is gonna be made as the sacrificial lamb. Remember now, there is a blacklist of names, including Coco Boy and other YouTubers that has is now, like, the names were given to them. So there's a blacklist. What's gonna happen for other
Whatever,
content creator?
whatever.
What's
The
gonna happen
Trin
for other when you go through the airport? You're gonna be heckled. What is your job? This is gonna change things. Believe me.
yeah,
What's your job?
whatever.
You remember when
What
Dimonga was going through Singapore and she was
yeah,
made to
yeah,
show her bank account and so on. This is probably what's going to happen now. And if you
yeah.
can't provide, like proof of what you say, job proof, you show that, then you're in trouble. If it's YouTube, you better make a U-turn and get out the country.
But
I don't know, man.
what I'm seeing, what I'm understanding here is a very clear message from Trinidad Tobago. A very simple is a country not well organized in terms of justice, in terms of manipulate the public opinion, and they have internal problems. They can have the money, they can have everything, but they don't know. A very piece, a very tiny piece of rice can make things turn ugly. And that is what happened to Cuba. A very tiny, small decision that is happening to other crimes. And this is what the Trinidad Tobago is, because when the people start to hear the story and this story resounds, human beings is like, what's been said? What's been said? What's been said? I do remember when I visit uh, Spanish town in Jamaica, was so much violence, so much violence. Every time I was in Kingston, don't go there, don't go there. Until I decide I jump in this bus, very old bus, I went there. When I arrived there, I was walking the street. It reminds me Johannesburg, where people say they are killing per day, one person. I was walking all around. I could not see nobody shooting, nobody killing, nobody just laying the street dead. Was a very peaceful place. And this is what the Trinidad Tobago are not reading. People in Trinidad Tobago, they are reading emotional things. It's like This guy came here to show what? This guy didn't came here show. This guy just is projecting your country out there. He's sold an image that million of people will see about Trinidad Tobago and then have a curiosity and say, I want to go there. This is the aim of YouTube. But is
Foreign
the truth?
TTB
Yeah.
is
Is
foreign TTB is saying don't compare Trinidad and Tobago with Cuba. He's not talking about Cuba, Spanish Town. He's talking about Cuba, Jamaica. I mean, Spanish Town, Jamaica. Spanish Town, Jamaica.
I'm reading this individual. I'm not interested in individual because this individual does not understand geopolitics. This individual is Trinidad Tobacan and then have to learn himself how diplomacy and politics are doing. They are two worlds. And here is about diplomacy.
Yes.
Is about diplomacy that is failed big time on the international
International
stage.
front.
Yeah, for Trinidad Tobago. Trinidad Tobago can have everything that you have, but if you go out there, you come out of the aeroplane, say I'm coming from Trinidad Tobago, and people say, "Oh, I just see something on the news about this," and people talk bad about your country. That is the problem here. Here is not about Cuba. Here I'm putting scenarios. What a small, tiny decision make things ugly. And that
Yeah.
was the problem in Cuba. Cuba was a very small decision, a very tiny
Mm.
change, become a communist country.
Yeah.
And now what we see Trinidad Tobago here is the rule of law so confused where you say somebody do A, B, and then somebody else would come and say ABC like you are doing right now. You are show us that you don't even understand yourself. And this is contradicting. This is conflictive. Me, I will sit here, not because I know Christmas list content or I like Christmas list content. No, it's not the point here. We are looking the pros and the cons in the future. It's like the story in Singapore of Di Mwango. Many Africans, they don't go Singapore because they feel humiliated.
Mhm.
That's what happened to me in Thailand. I got in Thailand. I used my Mozambique passport. They look the passport. They say, no, this, hey, they
This you
called
cannot
the other,
get through.
yeah, they called the other police. Look, another guy from that same country because somebody done a shit somewhere there, and then my
Right.
image was tarnished. And here is the problem of Trinidad Tobago. Trinidad Tobago right now is trending. It's
Right.
trending online. Is billions and billions of human beings that go through Trinidad Tobago with money, with dollars for tourism, whatever, whatever. They are now holding themselves. If this can happen, can you look these passport bros? These guys live like go to each country, test a different woman from different country. Go now to Trinidad Tobago. What's gonna
I,
happen?
I need to be a passport bro. We're going around. I need to be a passport bro.
What's gonna happen? So
Huh?
they will avoid the Trinidad Tobago. They will say, those usual people. So here is a trend of many things. Here is not about no compare A or B. No, 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 no. Is what comes next for
Right.
Trinidad Tobago. That is what the problem here lays. More they hold the Christmas list, they are not sending the right message here. They are sending the wrong message, even to their own people, their own inside their own country.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, 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 well. That one is well taken care of. So to wrap it, that item number one. Now we are just waiting up to 23rd August. Then we'll get to know how everything shall unfold. So the next question is, if we are looking at a Marwa African journey and African tour with Rocio, I want us to just say one epic moment that you loved with a
Namib
Marwa
Desert.
tour. Then it
Namib
is
Desert picture. That says
yes,
all.
yes, 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 yes.
I'm
That
And then
sorry.
confused. The
I'm
pardon?
Namib
sorry.
The
I'm
pitch on the
sorry, but I have
desert.
two.
Yeah, there are two moments. There are two epic moments. But
Yes.
for me, in my point of view, if you want the epic moment, really epic, Ayamara interact with people is one thing. But between Ayamara culmination as what's called as a content creator is the Namib picture. That is the epic of the epic. Now, interact with the public, the great hosts of Malawi, that German, that what called the lady was Virginia. That's better. I don't remember the guy with the helping with the glasses.
The glasses, yes.
Yeah, that
I love that
is
moment. For me, yeah,
that
I love it.
moment. Yeah, uh, that moment overshadowed that lady from the parliament in Zimbabwe, overshadowed the other
Mm.
people for one reason. The humanity of this, the human sense. You see this journey goes down until uh, to Cape Town and see them fly and whatever, and there is something there nobody's seeing. Ayamaro now can see better and have his eye protected. Yeah, that you trial and errors, different specs. We see Rossi also have more eye protection, and that is epic. Epic is unique, not only about that, is how they make that life on that living room in that house, how they connect all the devices, TV, how everybody was interacting that table, and how they became the figurines of that. They became part of the scene. It's like you're watching a theater and then you see all these people on a stage. You see that man, you can be a hater, you can, but you love it. That moment, I can tell you, is in everybody's mind, is unique in my point of view. I don't know, my sister in Jamaica, your point of view.
Mora could talk because she's been quiet for a while.
Okay, for me, the whole road trip was just amazing. Seeing all these beautiful African countries with their unique qualities. To me, that was so refreshing. From the Namibian deserts, and the Lesotho mountains, and the people's hospitality, of course. How Marwa was meeting different people randomly, and they could recognize him, and that was so cool. Hugging Rocio, and all that was just beautiful. But for me, the epic moment is the lovey-dovey moment.
Helicopter,
When oh, of course, the doctor as well.
the
However, my
helicopter,
main
helicopter.
that's what I'm going to. That's what I'm saying. The lovey-dovey moment when
Lord,
Rocio, when Marwa, fulfilled his promise to Rocio. And
yes.
Rocio was so happy. The whole thing was just amazing. That was my epic of the epic moments. Yeah.
But
Good.
I'll tell you, one thing was missing from that to complete it. I thought, like in the back of my mind, I mean, we are all to get a surprise though. But I thought in the back of my mind, the fact that he knew somehow because he's been there before, the fact that he knew somehow that he was going to take her for this helicopter ride, I would have, if it was me in her shoe, I would have taken the opportunity to slip out somehow, got me a little ring, and just pop the bloody question up in the air. I would have done it.
Wow.
I would
That
have
would
done
have
it.
been cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree with that. But those Ayamaro in Rocio are not a conventional couple. This traditional couple. These are people wide. Is a wide cut. They are wide cuts. This, you know. What really, I agree with you, sister. I also have that kind of expectation. Uh, Something could happen magic. I was asking myself, why this time in Cape Town there is no host? There is something here. He's gonna propose marriage,
Hmm.
or they're gonna marry themselves. They're preparing a boom, you know. But no, was something else. Was something they
Yeah.
wanna just have this romantic and cozy moment. That was the real reason why
The-
there are a lot. Yeah, You go ahead.
The romantic and cozy moment happened at night. What's the problem? Bearded meat was eaten late at night. So what are you guys saying? So okay, that one is just that one is just but by the way. But my epic moment are instances that the lazy gang got so vexed when it was displayed on camera.
Yes.
The moment lazy gang pick points or pick a particular kind of video, a segment, and react on it, that is an epic moment for me, because the lazy gang will get so jealous and will get so bad on good things. So long as they speak about against anything, that is an epic moment, because they never liked it, because their
But
prophecies failed.
Yeah.
but
Yes.
An
but
example, an
senior
example. Yes,
senior, before you
yes,
say much, did you
yes.
watch the video I done? I say they failed. They could not keep it, my friend. The
I watched
this
it.
the speed of event, the speed of
Sure.
event. You know what's happened here with the negativity. This is what you guys should stop talk about these people.
Yes.
Me, I look at this in a very simple manner. These people, they are lost completely.
Yeah, yeah.
They are lost, and then just that they are entertaining uh, stupid minds, dirty minds, people they don't have nothing, people they don't like Ayamara for I don't know the reason, or don't like content creation, or they're full of themselves, they think they're better or whatever. This is the problem here with the haters. Even we should avoid even talk much about these people. These
So
people are
no.
minor, are minor.
There is we only dismantle what they say, but mentioning the name now should stop forthwith. Like for example, this one, I call him what? I call her something else. The fact that Amarwa took Rocio all this tour and traveling to Cape Town. Whenever they saw Rocio on an helicopter with Amarwa, now they took it, and started saying, "Oh, Amarwa, if you want to take Rocio to Cape Town, you could have just gone straight to Cape Town. What's the need of going around to Nairobi, going around to Namibia, going around to Zimbabwe? What was for?" So I was like, really? Huh?
Ay,
I was like, these ladies, they're suffering from what? And again, any
Malaysia.
every
The
time
same with
Amarwa,
Malaysia.
yeah, because there's another one on trending. She used to depict everything Amaro does, or anything Dimwango does. When Dimwango, maybe Amaro say something, and using a fire extinguisher, he could come alive to imitate Marwa in a reverse. Now she hasn't depicted Marwa when Marwa put Rocio to an helicopter. Let him go. I want them to go and do that one. She hasn't she hasn't depicted Dimwango when Dimwango goes to Monaco and he's in an helicopter. I want them to do, huh? When Amaro got, when because I really even saw on trending when Amarwa brought horses. He went to a nearby town in Nairobi and started playing with
Yeah.
horses and talking other silly
Yeah.
kind of things. Why
Zach,
helicopter? By helicopter. I want them to
Zach,
see them helicopter.
Zach, you should be sent to an helicopter. This guy here is bothering us. This foreigner
No.
TTB, he should also go fly an helicopter because we
Yes.
already passed the subject, bro. Go sleep, go enjoy yourself.
I will
Trinidad
send a
Tobago is,
donkey.
yeah, yeah.
I send a donkey to
Trinidad
carry them.
Tobago is a loser in the international stage, my friend. I'll make you a clear and plain statement. You are loser, complete. I'm very sorry to tell you that story. Keep it doing whatever you're doing. You damage your own country. Okay, but what was quite interest, guys? I want to remind you something here about what we are talking about. You know what was when they came out of the helicopter and then they are in this baggy, Ayamara and Rocio. and she started kissing him all in his, you saw the part. You know, that message, she was telling something here to everybody, positive, negative, how happy, how
They
proud,
are.
yeah, and how confident. And this is very important for any woman, any mad, crazy, whatever kind of disease suffers the woman. But that was a message to every single woman. Even that one keeps saying one was $1, now is $100, and then says $300, and then another one comes say $400. Even that one,
Mhm.
be jealous, heartfelt, that point I realized. I didn't pay attention, but I realized she say with no words, in a very simple way and manner, here I am. Don't mess with me. Home, my home is Kenya, and I'm coming back to Kenya, to Nyambuans. I'm not coming to Nairobi. I'm not coming to Mombasa. Uh-uh. I'm coming to Vida Medellin. I'm the queen on the land of blessings.
Sure.
Yeah, keep doing whatever you want, but I want to make sure you stop out there outside of the gate.
Yes.
That was the statement. You stop out there in the gate.
Stop outside the gate when the commando and the lion roars. You see?
The
Exactly.
lion, the lion.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that one. Oh God, man. Yeah. Sometimes I miss you, brother.
Mm. So okay. Now let me
And then
let me
Zach,
sure sure.
Zach, you
Uh-huh.
guys will be surprised. I actually had, I don't know whether you all had, someone actually talking and saying that that helicopter that
Mhm.
they used, and then
Mhm.
they named the brand and the number and something, and then they said, those are the ones that crash regularly. Can you imagine they're trying to trying to put that? That was so funny. I was like, this is too much.
Look,
That one. Uh-huh.
Marwa, I have something. Sorry, Zach. I live, I live in Gauteng, and in Gauteng there is a place called Midrand, where is water, the Clearwater
Mhm.
estate is one of the biggest estates in South Africa, where middle class and the super rich lives. The person who make that statement should go there on the N1, connect Johannesburg to Pretoria. They stop there and watch that kind of helicopter. Just go there. There is the helicopter port in Midrand. Go sit there every day and see those helicopters, how successful been in South Africa, and how the mechanics in the engineering in South Africa are so good in those helicopters, especially in Kruger's Park, in Zimbabwe, in Botswana, and in Namibia. That is one of the most sold helicopter on that area for safari tourism. So that person should go to an hospital to seek a psychiatric, because the 300, yeah, the the $350 that Ayamara pay for give this pleasure for us. You sit in the front seat and only the two, not in somebody else inside, no stinking whatever with them or share. That was exclusivity message. Keep talking rubbish. Me, I am Marwa. I have moved and then I'm gone. Whatever you said, I'm done.
There is
And
this
that,
comment here.
yeah,
There's
and
this
that is a
comment.
statement. That is a
Mm.
statement. We gonna see an helicopter in Villa Medellin. Believe you,
Yeah,
we will
Mm.
see.
there is
That is
this
a
message
statement.
here. There's this message here, comment here from by Our, is saying David from the village in his vlog probably saying he stole the helicopter. I don't know the David from the. I think the reactors in the village. I think the Max One, the like. I think are the one saying all these things. I don't know which one. So I think that one is that one marks the end of the second item. Now diving in very fast with the third item, we want to look at the obsession of Masubo one with congratsmom. He's hellbent, and he said that I'm tired, and he won't keep quiet. What's the problem that's happening with this fake lion?
I think you need to give that to the D podcast. I saw the D podcast make some comments on that. She done a very good comment.
Yeah,
I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that right now. I'm so past Masubo. I think I've seen him today. Glimpsed his vlog today with somebody. I don't know if it's the so-called dad again on the vlog, recent vlog, latest one. So he's hell bent on destruction. He's hell bent on bringing like Marwa to the forefront, like to make him look bad, as far as I'm concerned. Because if that's really the dad that the so-called dad that he brought back on his vlog, that is to me what I mean, this is straying away from what you're saying, Zach, about the congressman. But if really and truly it is the Marwa's so-called father that he's brought back on his vlog today again, even after he was arrested for that, it is really ridiculous. It's on people cheering him on. What more can we say at this point? Honestly, what more can we say at this point? The man is mad.
You know,
Hey, this life is so.
And he's coming out. He's coming out to
I'm
say
enjoying this life. This is one of our best lives. Believe me.
he's coming out to say enough is enough, and nobody should call him mad. But he is mad. He's crazy. I think he was clapping back at David Jr.'s vlog yesterday because David Jr. said some crazy people, some crazy haters. So he's clapping back. That's a clap back. You know,
right.
Don't call him mad. But he is. That is way past obsession. This is madness because it's only a crazy person who knows that you have a case pending and yet still you're pushing the narrative. You're still pushing the narrative. Then this is insanity.
Right.
What else can we say at this point?
Hey. You know what?
Mora.
Yeah, Mora.
You know, Masubo is actually a hard-headed man. You know, in the Nigerian movies, they call them coconut head.
Yes,
You know,
coconut
head, a real one. But then again, he's really not. The Real Things podcast. He's really not, because at first this guy was really, you know, he looked kind of shaken, and he looked like he was going to comply. But like you said, there
The
are
money
people
sweet.
urging him on. There are people behind
money
it.
sweet.
And every time he comes out, and every time he comes out, you know, he comes on, you can tell, you know, like today, you can tell that he's been talking to somebody. Somebody has been in his ear, you know, telling him, you know, nothing is going to happen to you. Tell them, do it, you know. And the guy is an idiot, because he is the one who is going to suffer by himself, you know, with that
Exactly.
coconut head of his. So really, I think that he either styles up, because everything he's doing right now is just going to be used against him. But the guy is hell bent on destroying himself. So let him continue. Yeah, because even
Let me just note one
even
thing.
David Jr.
Right. Let me just note one thing before you guys finish. He states clearly twice. I listened to him. He says the conditions that was given to
Right.
him he is not going to tolerate them. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
telling the police and the magistrate and whoever that you're not gonna tolerate no such condition, then you man, you don't belong on planet Earth, man. You're the Lord and Savior. You're the Lord and Savior. As far as we concerned, you don't belong on planet Earth. You're higher, you're above. You're high and mighty. Coconut head. Sure.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yes, more. I think more can come in now.
Yeah, look, I want to say something here once again about this guy. Uh, this guy that Modesta is trying to motivate him, to push him, and tell him, look, the world is a free world. This person is don't understand that Modesta is somewhere across the river, somewhere far away there. You understand? Hiding himself and protect himself.
Mhm.
And him is the one expose himself to the target, to the prime crime scene. But
She's
nevertheless, I say that uh, what he's doing, what he says, knowing that he have a case to respond in court, is digging his grave because they're gonna see all this and they will go and say, yeah, you carry on. You are not respecting, you are not understanding what you do is not right. So the sentence is this. This is what I'm saying about him. Is him not being advised and being told you need to be careful because the role the rule of the court can turn around against you. Because this guy have a previous record of crimes. This is not a clean sheet person. But I never say that also. What amazes me of this guy is the ignorance, a deep, deep,
Mm-hmm.
deep, deep ignorance inside himself. But the people who comments, goes watch his videos and comment, are more ignorant compared to him. That is the surprise. Because I was reading the comments after what he said, and then I went and read his audience or his followers, whatever. I realized the followers are real blind people. They can't even figure out themselves what they're talking about. How you hear somebody says, me, I'm not gonna stop doing this, and you are telling him, go ahead, but you're not seeing the consequences. This is really ridiculous. I said to myself, oh my Lord, no, 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 no. Let me stop. Let even I wrote it to him. If you go to that video, I wrote it to him, say, you know, you are doing very well. Keep going. Do it. Carry on. Yeah, it's a comment there. You can go to that video. You're gonna see my comment. I say, hey Masubuan, brother, you are doing well. I wish you can repeat that every single day. I'm talking from my heart. If Masubuan or anybody out there is here, guys, keep doing what you're doing because there is no consequence. But remember, that guy, that attorney around the corner over there, when you need him, he needs money.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, remember yourself. That
Exactly.
is the only thing I discover here from Nyambo One's people is those attorneys, they want to come show themselves in the cameras, yes, but they want money and make
Mhm.
ready for yourself. Yeah, that is what I have to say. Prepare yourself. Yeah, and then I'm praying to God. I'm praying to the God the day we're gonna come from the queen of bullying. I'm praying to God the all money that she have made it. she better leave it there in the bank because there is no such thing free lawyers. That is the best thing and the right moment I learned from this content creation in Kenya. You don't have money, you done it. Yeah.
So just like all things that you've said, the what is propelling Masubo, it's money. You cannot say no to money.
Mm.
So long
Yeah.
as you bring money, Masubo will give you the thing. Even if you know the next moment is being buried of saying whatever he's saying, so long as money is there,
Yeah.
is gonna
Exactly.
take the money.
Exactly.
So
And die
it,
after.
yeah, it is quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that he never learns. I even told him the last video that I reacted about him. I said that you should stop talking about matters pending on the court, because what you are doing now, it's in the law terminology we call this sub judice or sub judice, discussing the merits and demerits on what is before the judge. Sometimes you don't need to cast aspersion of a matter that it is within the custodium of the court. So somebody somewhere is like setting Masubo one for failure big time. And
Not only Masib one, this
yes.
guy, what's called this guy, Max one. There is
Mhm,
one guy from the village that I have like 2,000 subscribers. He
mhm,
always make comments. He lives in the village. Even I ask him to contact me. I want to interview him. And does a good life talk about reality on the village.
mhm,
These people, they are setting themselves. But let's forget about these guys. The positive thing side of this Masub one, Max one, Ernest, whatever, is that Congrats mom is focused. She is focused. She's doing her thing. She's peaceful. They know this thing will set fire back to those guys. They know. This is the most beautiful thing. They realize they've been advised, you know, they've been advised. Now, the point here is that I am Marwa. I know there is people influential here on this live. They need to advise Ayamaro. People they talk to Ayamaro. This is not something light. This is something that Ayamaro have to go back to the village. Does not need make noise. Just look for an attorney and say, this matter of my mother need to be clear in court. Does not be clear in YouTube, whatever. No. Let's push this to courts and set fire to these people. It's like that guy, what his name? Fellow the boy. Fellow the boy is under pressure. That's why he's quiet. Fellow the boy has learned the price of the courts because he thought he had the upper hand on the system. You know, he went to the police station, make noise. These people are saying this, my friend, it's not these people. It's who's the one of the money? Who got the
mhm.
money? Yeah.
Hmm.
Here is the problem. You've
Sure,
been
sure,
given
sure.
money. Yeah. Doesn't matter the name, but you got the money. Yes, you got. So where is make accountable here for the money? That is that what Masubo doesn't see. That these people can turn against him day by night.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because what has just happened to him. Because before he was doing reaction, he had got friends. Later, along the way, the friends left him alone. Either even others turned against him instantly. Either
Yes. Yes.
including the
Yeah.
CEO. So, and again, the one that is advising him now is soon going to dump him big time,
Yeah. Yeah.
very
Yeah.
big
Right.
time. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
soon
That's
going to
Right.
dump him. So he will be lonely there, lamenting as usual. But it's like nothing will really come to save him. Even the ground won't break for him to go inside deep. It won't. It won't. It won't
but
happen.
also senior. That man that say himself is the father of Ayamaro is not a mature person, is not responsible. That is not a man that Ayamara should consider and respect, or anybody, even the
That guy
elders.
is that guy is sick.
Yeah.
Even by the look of his face and everything, that guy is sick and worried.
Opportunist.
Sick
Even
and
Opportunist.
was
opportunist.
if was my father, I was going to say, I'm very sorry, I don't know you. You know,
I
if
think
was
he's
my
an
father,
opportunist.
yeah, and he has lost respect to the woman once if it's true, they had a relationship and they created these beautiful creatures. So as a parent, you don't do that against your own blood. So for me, it discredit himself that he's not father of Ayamarwa. Even he wants to be the father of Ayamarwa. He's not realizing. He's not realizing he's been used and abused in return of nothing.
And then how can you sit and listen to someone tarnish your so-called son's
Your own
name
blood.
like that? That's why I
Yeah.
said that he's an opportunist. The fact that he knows that something might be in it to gain, because
Right.
once he comes to the screen, oh, donors are gonna help because they could buy him a phone. Oh they could send him something to help his kids to go to school. So he's taking like using that as an opportunity. So it doesn't matter if they send somebody down there with a chopper to take off Marwa's foot and his hand. He don't care about that. He's in it for the
Right.
moment, for the camera. So that's why I say opportunist. He don't care about that. Imagine I watch Masubo sit there and call it Kenge,
You're
and
right.
and the father is sitting right here with me right now, and the you know how he does his face, and you could tell the devil, 7 devils stand. I mean, 7 is not even a number to compare with the devil. The devil in that boy face, the way how he carries himself when he speaks, so evil. Eh? And the so-called father is sitting right there because yesterday he said that the father is here, but he refused to put him on video, and he was there talking about Marwa solo. Man, when I don't get up and give you a slap across the jawbone, if it was me, one slap. Eh?
Gibberish.
Yeah, that man really lost the respect and the love. If Ayamara was thinking one day go to see him, I don't think there will be any relationship. I don't think anybody will accept to have a friendship with him or any kind. Yeah. Anyway, Senior, can you read a little bit your
Comment.
people comments a little bit? Let's break a monotony here to the audience. What did the audience say?
So let me read some comment here before. I think the most recent one. Uh,
I like the last one.
Yep.
That we should talk about. That is quite interesting. What do you
So
think, Zach? Read not this one came now. Jumpo Mark. Read the one Jumpo Mark.
let me see it. Let me see it. The last comment, huh?
Yeah, you say
Second to
guys.
last. Actually third to
Guys,
last.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
I look at a lot of different content from around the world, and only some Africans behave like such animal. Very sad.
Yeah, so that you know what that comment is that it refers. It refers so many things. Refers to tea, refers to all these masubos, refer all these. That's what he says there, and then it's true. Yeah, it's true what he says there. I don't know what you guys, ladies, say. What you ladies say?
I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm generalizing here. So
No.
even though it says some on, it said two towards there. That actually makes it not sound like you're generalizing. Only and some. Yes. So indeed. So correct. So correct.
Mora?
Well, I think Jumpo Max is correct because in fact I would even say that they're not even acting like animals, they're acting worse than animals, because if you go to the animal kingdom, there's some sort of order, that the animals follow.
Unification. Yeah.
So
Classification.
these ones are actually acting like they are worse than the animals themselves. So it really does not make sense. No, honestly, how these people are behaving, because how do, like you just said, somebody is actually calling your son Kenge and all these names, and you're just
And
seated right
you're
next
sitting
to them.
there
Yeah? And then again,
waiting for the
Masubo went
next
on to
donor.
say,
Sorry.
Yeah, he went on to say that they're going to open a YouTube channel and that they're going to be collaborating, doing content together. You know, that kind of thing.
That
And
is
so
influence.
it's going to be worse. You
Somebody
know.
influencing that.
I think that guy is jealous about Congrats Father. He's jealous about the success in the
Yeah.
rewards. Yeah, the rewards
The
that.
so-called man, the so-called father.
The
Yeah, he's
so-called dad.
yeah. He thought he was the Mr. Nice, and then Mr. Nice now has failed to gain those rewards. You know, to see she moved on and the kids embrace her and brought her happiness and
Yeah.
quality life. So now
Most,
see, yeah,
most. Mountain
yes,
Girl did say earlier in one of the comments above, money, money, money.
yeah,
Right.
It's all about what he can get from because they realize it is the easiest route to gain quick gain-ins. It's
yes,
not about the
that
jealous fact. Congrats, that is gone. That life is gone. He don't care about congrats, mom. That story is over and done. It's about get. Remember, when Masuba one was in the man's compound, he said their kids. He has kids, and they need to go to school.
Right.
So if you're coming back for you want a camera, you want someone to donate a camera to a phone to you so you could do vlogs. What is that telling you? You're in it
uh,
for the win, you're in it for the money, for the donations, for what can come your way. I don't think he's jealous about that part. He don't care about that as far as I'm concerned. You understand?
And
And
yes,
what Masuba one is trying to do is to make Marwa look bad, to come to the public to say that, oh, he's not looking after his father. That's what Masuba's
sure.
intention is. But the
and never
so-called
will.
father is in it for money, for gainings.
And Maura will not do that because he knows the hardship he went through in life. That man was not there.
Exactly.
He not
Yeah.
available.
Somebody even came to
That
my comments.
I have mentioned that in one of my videos. That's what Masubu want. Mauro attention to deal with this matter. He try with Ayamaro age. It didn't work. Now he's trying with this what's called with this petty, stupid. What's how I can say this petty excuse
The,
of this man. These men, these sick men that is over there, the kids have to go to school, whatever. Yeah,
the last vlog I did, someone came
yeah,
to correct me in my comments. The last vlog I did when he brought the man to the camera, right?
yeah.
Someone came to my comment to tell me, oh, do you know that Congrats dad was very abusive to Aya Marwa? He beat him all
Oh,
his life. Like he abused him all his life. He was never treated, he didn't treat him well. So basically, to me, they were telling me that so I can denounce Congrats dad and now take sides. You see how the streets of YouTube corrupt. So I should denounce
I have
Congrats
a
dad
question for that.
and take
I have a
sides.
question. If that man was abusive to Ayamara, let me put you there. How that man went to buy land and put an Ayamara's name without Ayamara even knowing that piece of land belongs to him? How that man, how that man Ayamaro is traveling somewhere there far away, even far from his horizon, tells and advises Ayamaro, there is this land, there is that, there is that. If we look here in the old picture, Conrad's father is the person who's been behind most of the construction, materials, personnel, and everything. That Alex syndrome, we saw it, was Conrad's father went find out. People in the village when they need money, this is maybe break news for you. This family, the Marwas family, subsidize people. There is on agriculture. There is a video of Lennox where a farmer explained they borrow money from them to
Hmm.
farm and then they pay back. So
Yeah, yeah.
how
Wow.
this how these people now come here and say this man was bad to Ayamaro? How?
Those
Bring
were the detractors. Those were the detractors. Most of the time, when you want to put up, when you want to argue your point during a reaction, they
yeah.
just pull you with a negative comment. They just want to say that thing. They cannot qualify whatever they are saying, so to speak.
Yeah.
So Doreen Small is saying here that man
Yeah.
was not a father.
Was
He was a SP donor.
Correct. Correct. Doris
Well
Mo.
done, well done, well done, well done, well said.
Then Caroli West is also here saying if that relationship was to even work, huh? So even in the
Sorry,
future,
guys.
most of the thing could have gone through the window. Are you there?
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah. Then guys, I think
Yeah.
Carolee, I think you're correct, Carolee. Is the same person that came to me to tell me that? I think I pinned it on my Instagram. Yes.
Yeah, quite sad. Anyway, can we talk about tea, please?
there is one pending point. I think that one will
Yeah,
be the
yeah.
final remarks. Anybody who's having anything to say, closing remark,
Okay,
will
okay.
bringing on.
Thank you.
So the last point that we're supposed to talk about: vlog or reaction. The reason why I'm asking you this question is because there is a mixed reaction and people have divided both the positive subscribers and the negative subscribers. Others are saying that the reaction is too bad. People should never react. Others are saying we all vlog. And if anybody yesterday saw my comment when Brenda was going live, because
No.
I'd even commented there boldly. Then I saying, vlog is not for everyone.
Yep.
Reaction also is not for everyone. All these things are draining. So it depends also on someone's attitude, someone's temperament, and how
Yeah,
somebody is well prepared to either
okay,
undertake vlog or to either undertake take reaction itself. So
okay.
what was
You,
really agitating me and baffling me is like, why would other people say reaction is bad? That people should transition to vlog. My reasoning was YouTube has got several niches. Reaction, you can call it a review, you can call it analysis. People have got to
Exactly.
vlog in different way. Others can vlog internationally the way IMR is doing. Others can even do the local vlogging. There is also a modern way of reaction that has come, what we call the interviews. The
Mm-hmm.
interviews are a how can I say? This is a modern kind of reaction because you are there one on one. Are you there?
Even
Now
the
you are
podcast.
doing,
Even the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah, the podcast. You are doing a reaction on a real time. Are you there? So what is baffling me is like somebody is taking it top notch higher, saying that the reaction is bad. Reaction, we should be living reaction. So I was like, really, what is wrong with the reaction? Huh? What's wrong with the reaction? It's just as an age. Eh? So should we transition to vlog? We leave reaction anymore, or should we
Can I?
do both,
Oh.
or should we continue reacting forever and ever?
You sound like somebody who came on the community with a poll the other day asking if they should continue a reaction or vlog. That was the CEO, the lazy CEO. She did a poll
Really?
on that. But yeah, it was like I don't really watch her, but really and truly she comes up on my feed every now and then. But Zach, I will tell
Mm,
you the honest truth, right?
mhm.
The word reaction, based on how, let me put it this way, based on how nasty and low down a lot of people behave in in the reaction streets of YouTube, right?
Sure.
Even the word reaction
Mhm.
tasted nasty in my mouth.
Nice. Sure.
Yeah,
Even the
sure.
word reaction
Mhm.
tasted I refused and
Yeah.
still refuse to use that
I'm not a
word
reactor.
based on the fact. Yes.
Yes, I'm not a reactor.
You understand? So
Yes.
it stinks the way how they behave. And then it makes people look on you as a reactor very different because the low down on dirtiness
Yeah.
of the behavior. Honestly. So maybe that person was, I missed your comment yesterday because I was doing the laundry. So maybe, that person was probably feeding off of the negativity that is spewed out, the bile that is spewed out from this side. So maybe that's
Right.
why they say like it makes you look grimy. So leave that alone. Just stick to vlogs. But the
Sure.
downside of vlogging, is you have to grind hard. You have to grind hard to garner any attention. Right now, it is too crowded. YouTube is too crowded.
Right.
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
too crowded. So the easiest way in right now, if you can look back even to many other neighborhoods, people, boys, who have turned to reaction because they knew that vlog was never gonna cut it. And even make it even worse, the negative, being negative, you see how fast, quick and fast people find them. I rest my case. I rest my case.
Okay.
Well, I just put something on the chat. Watch the Moss guy and compare with I am Moss. Okay?
Mm.
Yeah. Here is a point. Reaction. Reaction. Most of the reaction are negative. There is no such thing in content creation and movies on anything. Reaction is criticism. Reaction is when you write a piece news, you react to a letter, you react to a drama, you react to an event. That is all about. What is vlog? Vlog is you have a video and record yourself, talk about A, B, C, D, or traveling or enjoy. But in vlog, there is two categories. There is a vlog travelers, and there is also people reviewing traveling and
Sure.
vlogs. Yeah, but in YouTube there is categories and many categories there. There is politics, there is people vlogging, there is whatever. And those categories they're subdivided in many things. But what the person was trying to tell or what to say, because the person is like I had enough fed it with these reactions because the hashtag that
Mhm.
hashtag reactions
Hashtag.
when yeah is the problem because that person is attracting negativity. I saw this uh, Ivan Sanchon is a Russian guy now live in Thailand, and then somebody was reacting him, and then I said, let me see what was the hashtag behind, and all the way to the bank was reaction. I look
Yes.
on this and this master bullying stupid woman that put those specs. What is the what is the hashtag? The hashtag is reaction. That one dance like a pig. Hashtag is reaction. That what's called that woman? I'm trying to remember. Black Beauty TV. She came live on a guy that lives. Yeah, I think he's somewhere there where you are, Dubai somewhere. And she explicitly say she failed one, two, three, 4 times until she find Ayamara as the great victim of her. That she could spell dumb, she could say shit, she could say everything, sorry for the word, anything against Ayamara because nobody could touch her. And what she choose? Hashtag reaction Ayamara. That is what the driven behind Black Beauty was the same behind the King of Traveler. Was the same a lady lives in Mombasa called Boki. The one went to it King Travel to the village to Mayugno. So what is the differentiation here? You go to watch I Am Moss channel, you're going to say, I am Moses a reactor. I'm not a reactor. Why I'm not a reactor? I'm not a reactor to an event. I am there vlogging and walking, and sometimes on my living room, give my point of view of an event on occasion. I'm not there to disqualify you like the people do a reaction, because a reaction is disqualify you. Somewhere, somehow along me, I can say something that's could disqualify you, probably. So what we are doing, you guys and I, we are vlogging. We are people vlogging events, occasion. We are not travelers. That's where the difference lies. Now, Masubo one, Ernest, what's called Max, whatever. These are reactors because these are a very specific topic. They have is name it is Jack Senior. That is gonna be the topic 24 hours. That is reaction, negative reaction. You see, like when we saw the Dubai top mate, you might get confused. She was reacting. No, she was vlogging. When she was reacting when she was sitting there in the kitchen, take all the anger out. But when she's there in the kitchen and say to you, I love this, I like that, I have seen, I like this, and refer to ABC, she's no longer reacting. Yeah, there is where the difference lays. Yeah, it's very different what we do right now, like the thing podcasting. She's not vlogging. No, she's podcasting. She has created this environment where you listen and cross-reference. She hear the comments of people and project those comments of people and comment on and digest and go further. That is podcasting. What is podcasting? Is another way of vlogging without picture.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I rest my case.
Mora. Hello, Mora.
I think her phone is conked out.
Oh, I might. I started thinking something. Why are the ladies gone? Huh?
Don't worry.
I started thinking.
I'm still here.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
here. Okay.
What is your point of view? What is your point of view?
I think Carolee West has she's been giving some good along with Yvonne Cummings. They've been giving some good answers. Carolee West is saying, I believe positive reactors are like moderators. When behaviors are not right, they get stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But Jack, there is something quite interesting here. Also, you need to understand.
Yes.
Today, the digital era, lot of things you can qualify them in different categories, and sometimes those categories are the same categories. You see, the reason I say this, I was watching something about National Geography. I'm a lover of National Geography, and
Me too.
yeah, and somebody was saying, "Oh no, this is nature." Hold on, what is the difference between National Geography and nature?
The same.
You see, this is digital era. It's the same in Africa now. We call the security guards. We call them security guards. In reality, they are not security guards. They are guards.
The guards.
Yep.
But because of the colonizer used the name guards, and the guards was that guy very ferocious, stand there guarding you. But now we are in a different era, so the word God was being seen a very bad, like in Europe, the police is a god.
Yes, police is a god, the national
Yeah,
god.
yeah. The police in Europe
Okay.
is a god. Is
Mhm.
not what you think. Who is the real police? The real police is the guys, those guys who investigate, who go behind the scenes. Those are the police. But the other guy you see on the street, here in England, they call the Bobby.
Bobby,
That is a god. The guy you see in the street policing is a god.
it's a god.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, this is what the
It's-
things that people.
It is just about the same thing, but the name different according to
Yeah.
the geographical location.
Yes, and
They've been baptized.
Seven Adventist Church.
Yes,
Number one.
yes, 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 yes.
Mm.
Okay, I think now we've gone. We are almost approaching 2 hours since we started this vlog.
Yeah.
Now you wanted us to discuss something,
Yes, yes, yes.
and I was telling us is like because this one is going to be
Moderators,
a closing
who are
remark.
your moderators? Yeah,
It's going
the
to be a
last
closing remark,
comments.
the last comment. So anybody can still you can bring in your point, whatever you wanted to put across. Any point. Yes.
I'm leaving the podcast first.
I was trying to draw to your attention the last comment on your thing here. Okay, thank you. Um, what does Anthony Reid mean by they love to use work scam? What is this?
Sorry?
Pardon?
I'm reading a comment here from one Anthony Reid. What does that mean? They love to use work scam.
You know,
What is that?
the scam. You know, the negative reactors like calling Amara scam. Everything Amara do is scam. Is scam. So it's like he's asking, he's saying that they love to use the word scam, which means
Work.
scamming. I don't know the reasons why they're saying scam because
Oh,
Ayamaro has never scammed anyone. No one has complained. They are talking of everything that Ayamaro is saying. The village of Nyamboande is a scam. I
oh,
haven't
you're right.
seen.
Okay,
Okay.
Huh?
I
okay.
think
Yeah,
I
he's
have to do
corrected.
what. Yeah. I think I have to do with that topic I want to bring about tea. Mm. The podcast, you can talk.
No, I'm basically right now. It's basically in a
I'm seeing
nutshell.
Brenda. I'm seeing Brenda. Brenda is in the chat. Hey, hello everyone. Brenda, where are you?
Yeah, my sister, my sister. You miss you, man. Miss you, Brenda.
Yes. Yes.
When a sister. You should come here. Anyway, the point I want to bring is to do with that thing of scam. First of all, I want to call attention to the people in this life. Watching this life, positive, negative, whatever you are, first time, welcome. Please subscribe to our channels and support us, share, comment, give a like, so forth. But the point here is the journey that Ayamaro started in Colombia with YouTube. That was just an experiment. Was an experiment, and became successful. And as more successful comes day by day, is getting better and better. People that don't understand the concept here, people just want uh, their will, they want their individual will. Ayamara should do this, Ayamara should go to the toilet now because he eat too much. Ayamara should go take a tablet because he spend too much hours out there talking rubbish. Doesn't work like this. So everything that people out there sympathize, people sympathize with causes, people sympathize with many things. And Ayamara been getting this sympathy for one reason. And people think the sympathy that Ayamara got it is a scam because they've been scammed big time. And then I'm very sorry to I have to say this by these Nigerians, our brothers from Nigeria, they create a world of scam that has become vicious worldwide.
Mhm.
And
Yes, yes.
everybody have this sickness, this tired Thailand's and everything is scam, scam, scam. Some people they use the word scam, even they don't have an
Too
idea
freely.
what
Too
means
freely.
scam. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give an example. What is a scam here? In this example of content creation, a scam here is a very simple thing. We're going to talk about this goat boy from Nyambawans. This person, when he goes back to Nyambawans with this camera, and his parents ask what you do, what is your life,
Pull your
he
mic
says
down.
YouTube. Is a YouTuber. Okay, are you a YouTuber? Yes. Many didn't understand what he was doing until he built that house for what her name? Mama Annie.
Number
Is it?
answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The
Mm-hmm.
people realize the magic behind the camera.
Yes.
How a camera could be so powerful and how a camera could take you to the world stage. And
Mm-hmm.
that world of sympathy and people become donors, we saw the appearance of Fellow the Boy.
Mm-hmm.
But Fellow the Boy did not understand the essence of success that Ayamaro was. Is
He never
Ayamaro was
he never
Ayamaro was
understood the journey.
yeah, he did understood the journey. There was a relationship between those people behind, those people went on that go fund, whatever, put the money there. That were the reactors, these stupid women, these ugly, like my butt, the me, the one with the glass, me, could
Oh
not
my God.
understand how that was work, and she ran to the village. She
More,
went to see
more.
Max. Yeah, hello.
So, like I was, so that's how your butt looks like. Okay, continue.
Yeah, it looks like those glasses. And she thought this is where the most important thing she failed by herself. She thought she could create those categories that we are seeing in the YouTube, reactors, whatever. She create another narrative parallel to Ayamarwa, and she could break Eve. But unfortunately, that end up what it is. So why end up what it is? Because it became a scam. There is where scam is you using somebody content not in a positive way, on a negative manner, to abuse, discredit, and tarnish that
Yeah.
person.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes a scam. Isn't
Mm.
so? The people have signed became the subscribers of On Trending, I Am Carol, Traveler, whatever rubbish is out there.
These are my
Those,
audience.
yeah, those people have been scammed big time
Mm.
because 24 hours cycle, those people have been promised. Dimwango, there is an announcement. Dimwango gonna arrive in Kenya tomorrow. It's gonna be arrested. I have the receipts, and then Dimwango walks in
The
Kenya.
fake
Go
Nothing
fake
buy,
happens.
titles.
go buy
Fake
a
titles.
BMW. Go buy this. Go buy that, and then comes out,
Nothing.
and then he said, "Bye bye Kenya." That is a scam. You've been scammed big time.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
But people keeps going back even though
yeah,
those
Unlike,
titles are fake.
and that
I like the
is,
sarcasm,
yeah,
top notch.
yeah,
Brainwash. Brainwashed.
and that is exactly what fellow the boy find it out
Mm.
and use it big time without realizing the consequences. He could not figure out this is a clean money, this is a dirt money. What the heck is going on? How this money is coming from the skies is falling on top of me? How these people, this Sir Edward is giving me this money, is giving me that, is that? He didn't realize until the potato was so hot, he
Can hold it.
mishandled,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a scam. So, why they call Ayamara a scammer? Because the syndrome the Alex syndrome. You been there in the middle of the event, in the middle of what's happening, assuming, and hear your name be mentioned, and hear your name be what's called emulated. People be say, wow, beautiful, how good. Okay, I'm gonna send $10. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, and then you forget yourself. This money is not coming from Nairobi. This money is coming from the United States of America.
Sure.
When it arrives here in Kenya, will take time. There is a process for this money for me to get. This is not M-Pesa. This is not PayPal. This is not a bank account. This is YouTube. That end of the month you get paid. But there is tax to pay. And then when that money comes to your hand, you see they told $10. You see 800 shillings. And then you're getting bananas and confused because you don't know the rates. That is not a scam.
Mhm.
Is you've been assuming, you've been thinking, this is that is that. And that's where the problem with Ayamara. People, they don't understand. And then Ayamara done a live in his room, I remember, where he said, please, please, don't send money to me because of that pressure. Everything was being said, was no records. And then when it came time of the receipts, people, they start interpret bad is the case of T.
Mhm.
What's going on here with T? I put this in a positive way. I say, okay, let's put here Ayamara against the wall. This is my rationality. Did
Yes.
Ayamara give part of the money to T? Okay? He didn't give all, but is when that transaction happened, maybe T was expecting a bill of $100, like those boys came from Nairobi with that guy dressed with perfume. They saw Uncle Jamaican dish 1,000 to this one, 500 cash. They say, hey, there's money for me. Let me run to the village. Let me go get my one paid too. You see? And this is the problem here. What people they don't understand. The other thing what people don't understand is, in particular the haters, they talk too much about scam, is what we saw in Malawi. Malawi is one of the best pieces of YouTube content creation for any content creator ever. Tayo Ayana, Guatemala, Abuja, Black China, fellow these check effects, the pig, Here is a very good an example. The example,
Mountain Girl, can you please just remove that nonsense?
yeah.
I don't know what that is.
So here is an example. Ayamara been trusted with many people. Ayamara, most of these people, Ayamara even has met them personal. And these people have seen 8 years of Ayamara with the blue jacket and those Northwest boots walking
Which one?
around.
Which one should be removed?
Last.
You see?
That's like a
They,
spam.
yeah, they saw these men doing this. And they believe, they trust because they saw the results, they saw the trust. And that man, that German man, sitting there in Lilongwe with his wife, watching this content on the TV, is watching us. I know, he's watching us, he's listening to us, watching Mayugno, watching Nasto. He has his own preference. He doesn't like everybody. He likes 2, 3 in Yambwans. The rest for him is wasting his time. He's a professional. Until himself create this concept, Hayamara was going along the way to that area, was traveled that route. They contact Ayamara. We saw what we saw. And what the haters thought. They thought that was a pre-planned Ayamara and them. But they didn't realize They came straight to say, there's another scam of Ayamaro. Now, let me put you in different position why that is not a scam. All these hosts of Ayamaro along the way was not hosts, because Ayamaro used two multimedia channels. He used Instagram and used YouTube. And Instagram, he markets himself in the world stage as a content and influencer. And that is the point where they communicate with him. We saw an example in Namibia in Swap Common. These people, they went around the town looking for them. They went on the Instagram, they tag Rocio, and Rocio read it, the message. So, coming back to this point of scamming, in Malawi, these people looking for Ayamaro was not Ayamaro travel in Malawi, looking for these people. What is behind these people that many people could not understand? These people, very kind and human, they want help Ayamara. They had something that Ayamara could not have, could not afford, was the treatment, because Ayamara was afraid. Ayamara came many times and explained, I lost one eye, I don't want to lose another one. That's why
Yes.
Ayamara didn't want to go to India for the treatment.
Mhm.
And this man prepared himself for many, many years, saw Ayamara going through this struggle and open his arms and offer to help Ayamara. Why? That's what it bothers many people.
Mm.
Because solidarity. What is solidarity? Is you
Finding what?
sympathize with a cause? Is you identify yourself with
Yes.
something? Is you like in church, like what congratsmom does? You see those prayers. You see she talk about the kitchen. She talk about saints. She talk about that. There are people out there sympathize with those things. People sitting here in London in a small flat, they can't do it. They can't go outside. It is so cold. They identify themselves. They love congratsmom because congratsmom share a moment of time. That means there is solidarity.
Sure.
You understand?
Mhm.
And here is what people think is a scam. They don't understand what is a scam. A scam is you convince somebody like Jem Toes, like the story of Jem Toes, that Jem Toes always came out and say, Dimwango scam him. Okay, how Dimwango scam you big man with the big balls, red, and you come to Kenya, you get a wife, you get this. Was something else there between them? You are the one contact, or she was the one contact. Scam is you being contact, being told you a false story, and you believe that will be a return, and then you don't get a return. That is a scam, and that is an example of Malawi. Was not Ayamarwa looking to scam that man? Ayamara never knew the host of that. He thought, I've been invited just to share a space to sleep and eat and then move away.
Okay.
But for his surprise, he was rewarded. And this is not scam. A scam is not when you are rewarded continuous, like we saw in Harare, what we saw in Bulawayo, what you saw in Botswana, what you saw. That is the difference. And I rest my case. T should put the things correct. She should say, this amount, what I think is missing. Can Ayamara give me an explanation? She could do that behind the scenes, but she brought this on open space and a video where anybody could not comment. Why? She is not looking for 100 or 300 on 400 because each person comes here put a tag price. She came with $100. On trending comes now on 300, and somebody else now says 400. So tomorrow we're gonna wake up is $1 million. So what we have here, we have a scammer. T
Mm.
is a scammer. Why? She made a video, did not allow people react or comment. She closed that section of comment. Why? Because she wants higher Marwa. Ayamara became successful and she moved the village thinking I am with that body, that way she is, she looks. She somewhere, somehow could sneak on the pants of Ayamara. And that never happened. Unfortunately, it was David that was interested in her pants. Ayamara is no interest in anything that goes around the village, any bird, because he have clear mind. He wants somebody else for his child have a better future. And then he found Rocio. And this woman, traveling parallel, find themselves financed by somebody that promised the American dream, not fulfill a commitment, a dream of a journey. She start crying for money and make story. Somebody says, people are saying, no, there is no people. It's one individual. And that individual told you what to do. He manipulated you until you arrive now in the middle of nowhere. You can't go north, south, and the only way you have to talk the narrative that person was financing you. That was T story. It's not because Ayamara is owing T money. No. She was
Okay.
put against the wall. She was put against the wall. Okay, girl, now I got you. You have enjoyed my money. You have enjoyed everything. Now you're going to do what I want. And many people didn't understand. That is a scam. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Thank you.
anyone before we end up this session?
No. I'm good to go. It was really a pleasure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
me
don't
I'm
even know
talking.
whose term it is next week.
Next week, I'll be me. I'll be the guest.
Okay.
I have
You'll be
3
the
minutes.
guest. You'll
And
be
you
the
will be the
guest, or
The
host.
you'll be the
host.
host.
I'll be the host.
Yes.
I'll be the host for first
Yes.
time.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
realize I
Yeah.
can do these things. Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah. I'm clear now. I finished what I was doing.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Well,
Well,
it
yeah,
was a pleasure.
let me just say something about. Let me just say something about T. Somebody was directing me to her a video that they did with in Howie, and they were saying that she's been having, or rather she had family issues with her parents and something like that. And so this person was trying to say that she's sort of, she has emotional, she's scarred, and that is why she's acting like this. It's a cry for help and something like that, people should understand her because she's actually crying out for help, you know. So I don't know what you guys may think about that. Just maybe briefly, Zach, can you say something about that?
Mm-mm. Pass.
well, I can say I say that on my video. I have referred that what the comment you say in my video review story. I have mentioned uh, whatever circumstance she goes through. The interview she gave to Miniawe and the video she done in Botswana. If you watch first the Miniawe interview and then you go watch the video she done in Botswana, there is something there very fishy. On the video that with Miniawe, she was so grateful that she have moved to Nyambo she have met the Williams, have met the Marwas, the friends and everything, and
Mm.
coming back to
Okay.
Nyambo
Good.
was the was like come home, indeed. But there is a gap. You are the one welcome the Williams to Nyambo. So now you are in Botswana, you say you have to leave the village because the villagers was against you for what you done, what you said, whatever. And now the Williams are there in the village, peaceful. This is a lady left the United States of America, came to the village, is living there. And then you have shared space and moment. Even it's like a mother figure for yourself that can help you and guide you. You go to Botswana, make that such statement, stop there. Paulo, talk. Ayamos, wake up. Yes, indeed. Do you remember yourself when you're cooking that kitchen before you went to that party? The reason why many people here get confused, they don't understand what we are talking about, is they don't understand that party. Ayamaro strategized that part to give opportunity to the people interact with the international figures, create their networks and growth. And she saw a spot there. I can go as a cooker. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna interact, and she had this premium status. So for that same interview of what's called Mini Howie, you correlate everything. You put this equation, this mathematician equation, your intel. You start to realize when she was there in the village, some of those people came. They built something somewhere. The underpants went down, and they made that job. And there was a promise. And that promise is not being fulfilled. And now she's confusing.
Battery low.
Excuse me?
Okay.
She's confusing. The underpants business didn't work. Ayamara been said, guys, make sure you bring condoms. And everybody listened to Ayamara. They brought condoms. They done their jobs. They enjoyed. They had a good time. And so, it's not Ayamara business. It's not Ayamara problem. Ayamara was in his room waiting for who? For Rocio. Unfortunately, Rocio came and find the man overexhausted and tired. And this is what he could not understand. If she really want project herself, that was the right time. Was no woman, was nobody there. That was the time she could be congratsmom number 2. But what? Was so much lights and so much beauty and so much glamorous and so much gifts and so much opportunities, she chose a underpants. Blame yourself. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame anybody. That's what I say to everybody. Me, Ayamos, I'm telling you my real story. My mother, the one made me. You don't believe she hated me from day one I born. I didn't knew ever in my life. Until the day she died is when I say, God, what wrong I done in life? And today, I don't want to give the same to my children. This is what this T is don't understand. She is a woman. She cannot expose herself with these petty things. She need preserve her dignity as a woman. So somebody can love her, somebody can protect her. That's where T made the mistake. And then the formula, the decoding, is on the interview with Miniawe, and Miniawe done very well. And congratulations, Miniawe, for the relationship openness with Claudio Joseph, finally.
Oh.
That is another thing. Miniawe.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
No.
So,
I said in my
whom am I going to take from the village now if they are finishing everybody?
Don't be late, Brad.
I'm also serious. I'm also going to pull something very serious when I go back to the village. You wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Daughter. You go for Sergio's daughter.
Okay, guys. And I think now it's time. We need to end up this live. 2 hours 15 minutes. It is the longest.
Indeed.
Talk. Indeed, yeah.
Good evening. Thank you. Tell your people, everybody, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you, Jack Senior.
Sure, sure.
You guys go check it, Jack Senior.
Mm.
Subscribe. Go to the D podcast. Subscribe, share. Go to Marwa. Subscribe, share, and to the IMOs with user flavor review and I'll subscribe. And let's meet next week here. I'll be your host.
So,
Host.
so guys, I need to take this opportunity to thank our subscribers and our loyal fans who have turned up to be with us during this streaming
Yep.
live. May God bless you. Therefore, let me don't interfere with your position of enjoying the flamboyancy of your being. May God bless you abundantly. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.
Bye, guys.
Bye.